Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peyton. Welcome. It is nice to meet you. It's been a hot second since I made some videos. I mentioned in my last couple videos that I was recently diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis and I had a big surgery for it, and it was a whole big thing, and so I kind of took a break to kind of reassess and regroup. But in this time, I have not stopped playing Animal Crossing. I have played it almost every single day, and here I am ready to show you my completed CityCore island, which is perfect because I'm about to tear it down and start an entirely new theme before the update coming this week or next week. I can't keep track. I'm just so excited. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys my island, and stay tuned for the end of the video because I'm going to be talking about the fact that I'm starting a Twitch stream, and it's going to be something I'm regularly going to do. I really just want to meet more Animal Crossing creators and friends and just have a good old time as I start on a new island and post more regular content. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get into this tour. So this is the very first island that I've done that has been like a cohesive theme, and it's my favorite build that I've done. So let's just get started. Oh, I forgot I'm in camera mode. Hold on. Let's just get started. I'll show you guys my map. It's not impressive at all. As you can see, this is the most awful map I've ever seen because I did not lay in-game pathing like pretty much anywhere. There's like a couple spots, but you'll see it's all roads. And I did not create most of these codes. I unfortunately don't have all of the codes saved. I'll pop the codes that I do have in the description below so you guys can see them there, give credit to those creators. And if you are a creator of one of the codes on my island, please take the credit. I did not do it, so it's all for you. All right, but let's get started. So let's get started with pretty much, there's only 2 beaches that are decorated, and this is one of them. So this is my Holiday Inn Express, as you can see by the little logo. So you come down here on my beach, and you have a wonderful bear to check you in. Lovely distinguished gentleman over here, and a nice little breakfast area. Holiday Inns always have those good waffle makers. Unfortunately, no waffle maker in the game, but maybe with the new update there will be. And then you go over here and we have the nice check-in desk, another distinguished lovely worker over here. And then this is the part that I'm most proud of. This is actually where my campsite is on this island. I was struggling with where exactly I should put the campsite, being that it is a city island and the camping vibe kind of didn't really fit. So I had the idea inspired by a Switch Force video a while back where he was saying like, I wish there would be like an Animal Crossing hotel. And I thought, bet. Let's make an Animal Crossing hotel. So campsite visitors stay in this nice little hotel room right here. And luckily for me, we've had lots of good campsite villagers. I posted I think the last video I posted was my looking for a CityCore dreamy hunt. I ended up getting most of the villagers I wanted. Didn't get all of them. If you're new here, I get very attached to my villagers and I like hold them captive and don't want to let them go. So now that Happy Home is coming out, I'm going to be letting some of them go and they could stay on the vacation island. So we'll get some more like villagers that fit the themes a little bit better going forward. Anyway, this is my main entrance. I've shown this before. The only difference now is there are floor lights everywhere. The whole kind of theme is a blue and yellow bright city. That's really it. Anyway, let's go up here. We have a nice subway moment happening up here. I have made every island that I've done make you go up an incline to get to the rest of the island. So let's see if I do that in the next island too. Let us go to, well, before we go to the right, we need to check out the view because there is a pretty good view in several areas of the island. And this is one of them. This is one of my favorite spots. This island took literally many servers to complete. And I just really like how the moon looks in the background here and just, you know, gives you that whole nice skyline vibe. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that before we continue. We're actually going to go the other way first. So, going this way, we have our bikes parked over here. For some reason you need bikes. For some reason you need gas for the bikes. And then I did not come up with this idea. I definitely stole this from Pinterest. This is my working subway station. So you go down these steps and there is a warp pipe down here. And it will take you to the other side of the island where there is the other subway station, which conveniently happens to be right in front of my house, which makes Nookazon trading a lot easier. So over here we have our bikes parked nice and beautifully. And we have some garbage everywhere. I really like trash. So there's trash everywhere. And then over here we have a hot dog stand. I just love that design on that. Ooh, this way. I just love that design on the pillow. Did not create that. Amazing, beautiful design. The only designs I created are the outfits that I have that go along with this city, which is the one that I'm wearing now. And I actually have a taxi cab dress too. And then there's a little subway service status sign that I created too, but it's not that impressive. Down here we have our beachside bakery. This was my attempt to kind of like want to branch out and do some more natural and pretty things. This is basically me just getting excited to do a more natural theme coming up. And over here we just have some lighthouses. And then back there are just some palm trees and some extra flowers. Nothing too special. Again, the beaches weren't the main priority on this island build. But I wanted to include this big beach to at least have something, and I like the idea of having a beachside bakery. Moving right along, we have our first store. We have is that Gullivar back there? Gullivar is on the beach, so if you come visit the Dream, which you can for this island, the Dream address is right here at the bottom. You could see. This is when the Dream was done, so you will, I guess, see Gullivar. Anyway, here is our Whole Foods, another lovely, distinguished, hard worker. Getting ready. We pay good wages here on Potato Park. That's the name of the island. Always the name of the island, because I never restart, always flatten. And yeah, that's it. This is Whole Foods. You could get some nice shopping done, and then after you've done a hard day's work of grocery shopping, you can enjoy some Nook Bucks with another lovely, distinguished worker. None of my villagers work in any of these stores. They're all too busy for that, living their own lives, but we do have lots of teddy bears everywhere. So yeah, there's my Nook Bucks. This Lucky is creeping around. He's here for Halloween, having a great time. And then going back here, we have a rooftop bar dance club type thing where you can just get down, have a good time. And then once you've had your good time dancing on the dance floor, you can go to the other rooftop, which happens to be a rooftop arcade. So those late nights, you can just come here, play some ping pong, play some foosball, play all these games, and have a blast. All right, and then moving right along, let's go back here. We have Walker, who is chained to this island. He's been here since the beginning, and I've never let him leave. He is hanging out in the Strand bookstore. So the idea behind this build was not to make it like the actual bookstore. In Times Square, there's a kind of Strand bookstore booth type thing. So I kind of wanted to try something like that because I have a lot of areas in the island that are like buildings that I've tried to make. So this is my outdoor building type attempt. And then going back here is another chance for me to do some natural stuff on the island. I made a rainforest cafe. I love the use of the pagodas at the top. I think they make it look like a really cool building. And then back here, we just have thrown all of the bug models. All the bug models, all of the garden wedding tables. And it's just a nice, relaxing place for the villagers to get away from the city and just, enjoy some non-alcoholic, fun little fruity cocktails. Because they're children, these villagers. Like, can you imagine Walker with a cocktail? I can't. He's a baby. And that's where they go to just enjoy their time. Here's my museum. Nothing too exciting right now, but, you know, when Brewster comes, it'll be a lot more exciting. We got some porta potties here because in this city, we don't make you go to Chipotle when you need to go to the bathroom and beg the workers for a little bathroom code. We have accessible bathroom here in this city. And it's right outside of the Met. So you could go inside the Met, and I've just put all of my artwork in here. Eventually, maybe I'll put them in the museum like they're supposed to, but for now, I kind of like just seeing them all out like this. And I really love seeing the bookshelves. They make perfect walls, but in the case of the Met, I also thought they just looked nice as bookshelves and walls. So, then as we keep going on, we have a planetarium, which isn't my favorite part of the island. I think I could have done this better. Maybe if I put a planetarium on the next island. I don't think so, but if I do, it'll be better. So I kind of just have all the space items back here. You know, it's a thin space, so just don't judge me too hard on this one. There are better areas, I promise. So moving along, we have, and you'll see throughout there's just lots of like books and scattered papers. People don't know that littering is bad here, but that's, you know what? That's okay. People can learn from their mistakes. And then they can go and see a movie right here at AMC. Again, another distinguished worker with a nice uniform at the front counter. And then you go back here, and here is the screen. You only get to watch one movie here on this island. Don't get to pick what movie it is. It's always the same one every day, and you better like it. It's always Twilight Saga Eclipse. That's the movie. And we're actually not going to show you guys what's back here yet. So I'm going to take you all the way back to the beginning of the island, and I'm probably just going to cut to that. Okay, and here we are back at the beginning of the island, and I am going to take you guys down rather than going to the left, just because it's my tour, and I'm going to do what I want. So down here in the plaza, we have, well, before the plaza, can't decorate the plaza yet, as far as we know. I just have my lilies of the valleys stored here, because, you know, they're pretty, and, like, people show them off to flex. This island is not even a 5-star island. I think there's too many items everywhere, but at one point, it was. And I put some Halloween decorations. The whole island isn't super Halloween decorated right now, but just some touches. And then, yeah, as you can see, I have another kind of skyline moment going on back here. Just a little one. That's my flag. It looks like a deformed cookie, according to my boyfriend, but it is the original flag from this island that I made when I first started the game, but just changed colors to be the blue city kind of vibe I was going for. And then over here we have the Daily Nook, which is a fun newspaper stand where you can get drinks, hang out, listen to music, drop some more litter, and just, you know, catch some vibes. And then let's go this way. Hidden in this small area, we got a fountain and some vending machines that you can use. The villagers always are snacking, of course. And then over here we have our Able sisters, and there is a coffee and seating area for you to enjoy as you consider how much money you're willing to drop at Able's for the day and not regret it. Hang out with all your friends, shop, repeat, do the whole thing. And then we're going to get into some of my villagers' houses. Not all of them are over here, but most of them are. And we're starting, of course, with Pietro. Again, like I said, not all the villagers kind of fit the CityCore vibe because I just get too attached to them and I love them too much. And until I know for sure that they will be safe on the Happy Home Island, they will be staying here. So hopefully we can put them safely on that other island so I can get a little bit more variety going on here. But anyway, everyone's house is decorated to kind of fit their theme, their vibe. Pietro is a clown, so his yard is birthday themed. He's my birthday clown. Every day is my birthday. Every day I see Pietro. And Pietro's neighbor is one of my favorites, also chained to the island. Only one of the only villagers that will be making it through to the next theme, seeing that I can put all the other villagers I like on the Happy Home Island. This is Rudy's house. He's a jock, so he's got his basketball net and his cat scratching post, because he's also a cat, and just, you know, jock things. Lots of balls everywhere. He's a little messy, but that's okay. We don't judge him for it. And then over here, we have our Nook's Cranny. Nothing too special. It probably looks the same on your island. But here, there are some leaves, some bikes. There are more bikes than there are villagers on this island, but that's okay. We won't tell anyone. And then going back here, we have our laundromat and a bench. You can sit on this bench while you wait for your laundry to be done, but there are lots of machines, so you shouldn't have to wait for long. Yeah, but this is our laundromat, just like a New York City laundromat. It's messy, but it's also much appreciated by the residents, because we don't have washer dryers in our homes, unfortunately. But yeah, so then if we go back to where we just were, if we go back to where we just were, we can go in between here, and you'll see Miss Midge, who is one of my dreamies. She just moved in last week, and she's also going to be sticking around, I think, for the next theme. We'll see. You'll have to stay tuned and see what the next theme is going to be. So, back here, we have Midge's house. Midge is a pretty pink bird. She's got a pretty pink front yard with a bird cage, unfortunately. I know. How that's awful of me. Horrible. But it looks beautiful. And then over here, we have one of my biggest dreamies. And what is she thinking about? I give you nothing but love. I swear to God, Agnes. Oh, okay. Okay, so Agnes is actually my birthday twin, and she also fits the theme of this island perfectly. So when she just strolled into my campsite one day randomly, I lost it. Her yard is very black and pink, just like her house is, and I kind of wanted to give her like a fortune teller kind of vibe. I feel like she's a Taurus like me. She's very grounded, but I feel like she could also be very spiritual and like want to do some fortunes. And then she also has some picnic stuff. You know, she's just pretty in pink, hanging out, living her life. And she has her hot pink car in the front, and she lives right next to the candy store, which I, of course, needed to include because I used to work at a very big candy store here in the city, but there was no logo for that big candy store I used to work at, so we just kind of like made our own. Again, a distinguished, hardworking bear in the back, looking beautiful, selling us the candy that we want and we deserve. And then there's some cotton candy here as well. Pietro visits here frequently, as you can imagine, because all my girls are talking. I love them. Okay. Anyway, I'm too attached, but it's fine. Going up, we have the majority of the rest of the villager houses. We have Maple, but this is not her yard. This is actually Sherry's yard. Sherry is one of my starter villagers. I have not let her go because I get attached to fictional characters and also inanimate objects. She's not inanimate, of course, but I'm just saying, like, in general, I get attached to things. So I made her yard very bamboo, something I thought like a monkey would enjoy, very zen, chill, just like her. And then over here is actually Maple's yard. As you can see, she has a nice teddy bear, and she's got a table, the leaf stool to do her reading, and looks like she got a package that she needs to open. And luckily for her, she lives right next to AMC, so she can go see movies whenever she wants. And then the top of the island is the villager who I wanted the most for this island. I actually did film my villager hunt for this villager, but I never posted it because it was like 5 hours long and I didn't want to edit it, and it was not a stream. So anyway, we got Ribot somehow. This isn't I mean, I guess this isn't like big news if you looked at my map before and you saw my villagers, but for me, it was huge, and I've loved having him. He is a little baby. And so, of course, I had to make him a robot workshop. So this is where he works, and he creates other robots, just like him. And of course, he's got his big creation he's working on here. He's doing a great job. We're very proud of him. When Red visits, however, we do need to, like, climb down here discreetly. Not the best planning on my part, but shh, it's fine. It's fine. I did an okay job. That is like kind of like the big neighborhood. So now I'm going to take you guys back up to the start of the island again. This is wonderful planning on my part. I know. I feel like everyone always has hard times figuring out what's the best way to lead everyone through their island. It's just like you work so hard on it, so you want the tour to be not awful. I apologize if it is. So yeah, let's go this way now. So you go over here, and much like how on the other side there are bikes, over here we have taxis, which is great because I actually have a taxi outfit. So I'll pop my creator code on the screen if you want to wear either of these designs. Both of these dresses are available as either the long sleeves like this or the short sleeves with the puffy sleeves. I just kind of like the long sleeves better. So here's my taxi moment happening here. Beautiful. And then if you go over here, you're back at that wonderful view I showed before. And then you get into my 3 amazing dog villagers' houses. At this point, you've already been introduced to two of them. So this is Walker's front yard. He has some of the Sanrio furniture, which I actually just got the Sanrio cards finally. Like, I've been waiting so long for them. So I don't need to buy this furniture anymore, luckily, from people. I can just buy it myself and also have Marty finally join my island. But we'll get there. So across the street from Walker's yard is a wonderful fountain, some flowers. I love flowers, and that was the most challenging part of this CityCore island, was trying to figure out how can I still make it kind of natural looking and incorporate flowers and bushes, but still make it kind of feel like it goes. And then since they're dogs, we made a lovely dog run. Lots of dogs. These are all my dog villagers' best buds, and they just hang out here all day, and it warms my heart to see them playing around in here. Then you go back here, and we have another skyline moment. Okay, and then right here we have Lucky's house, of course decorated for Halloween, because that is his favorite time of the year. Also, I apologize if you could hear my neighbors blasting music outside. I do live in New York City, as I mentioned, and that often happens. So, then going over here, we have another villager who will not be leaving this island, will be joining us for the next theme. This is Shep's house. He is a musician, an artist, and a chill dude, so his yard needed to reflect that. He is also the only villager who gets a backyard. Not that I play favorites here, because of course I don't. Would never do that. But he has a hammock park. And by hammock park, I mean it's 2 hammocks in his backyard. And he could look over at Nook's Cranny and think about all the things he wants to buy every day. Sure, just more guitars. And then across the street from him, we have our food truck park. We have our ice cream stall. There's also some boba going on over here. And then down here is going to be our breakfast truck. You could see our waffles and our pancakes over here. Beautiful benches in the middle. This one is just like food in general. So there's a burger and some salads. And the popcorn truck, love it. Popcorn, and then it goes with that cotton candy stall so nicely. Just great. This is the fun area for everyone to vibe at. We have a painter doing portraits, our fortune cookie cart. Oh, I'm stuck. Hold on, I put too many items on this island. I didn't think this through. That's okay. We're gonna just go this way. We also have our pumpkin stall, our pumpkin truck rather. so you could get all your nice pumpkins ready for Halloween. And then you could also jam out and play the piano, serenade us, so we can have a dance party. And then over here, oh, I'm stuck behind something else. Great. Over here we have CNN. I stole this build idea from another creator I saw on Instagram. I'll pop their Insta on the screen. They did a Good Morning America build, but I couldn't find that code, so I did CNN instead. And yeah, this is where they shoot it. This is where they brainstorm ideas. This is where they have small talk at the water fountain. And yeah, catch the daily news. We're gonna put Isabel out of a job, unfortunately. And then over here, we have our Planet Fitness. This is where Rudy likes to hang out, and Ribat as well, of course, my jocks. And no one else goes in here, but they do, and they have a fun time. And of course, next to the gym, we have our record shop. You could also buy lots of instruments. It's kind of like a guitar center, record shop, everything. Of course, another distinguished, lovely gentleman worker back here doing their thing, making their money. And yeah, I wanted to make this right next to Shep's house, and I did, and he gets a lot of enjoyment out of it. Wow, I can't believe we're almost at the end of the island because the other beaches are not decorated. So don't worry about them. So over here we have a nice little duck pond. And then like I said, I love flowers. Didn't want to get rid of the flowers. Didn't know how I can incorporate the flowers. So I decided to make a botanical garden kind of thing and do like a rainbow flower garden, except for those, you know, that one orange flower in the yellow column. Just don't worry about it. I ran out of yellow flowers. But shh, you didn't hear that from me. And then over here is my favorite part of the island. We have these two heart ponds that overlook my house and the house I made for my boyfriend, who does not play. He does not care about Animal Crossing, but he certainly pretends to for my well-being. But I really wanted to make him a house because he's such a big part of my life, obviously. We've been dating for over almost 4 years. We have a dog together, and we live together. So I wanted to make him a house and decorate it in his kind of style. It's not decorated in his style. It's not decorated at all because once I saw the new update items that are coming out, I decided I'm just going to kind of wait to do his house. So if you come visit the dream, there's nothing there. But these are our twin houses. His has a blue door, mine has a red door. My lights are off, but don't worry, that's intentional. It's intentional. So you'll see it. And we have over here on my side, we have a piano. I am a theater person. I love music. I am trying to teach myself how to play the piano. And that's why this is here. So then going over here, on his yard, we just have a well and a hammock and some dartboard, just one dartboard. And then you'll see on both of our yards, there's boba. We both love bubble tea. Me more than him, but he does like it a lot. And there's a little A flag because his name is Alex. And on my side, there is a P flag because my name is Peyton, in case you did not know that. And then down here is where the other subway station is. And I almost forgot to show you guys the plant shop, which is right next to the end of the villagers' kind of houses. So this is the plant shop. Beautiful. We'll be making a comeback in the next island. And then before I show you guys the inside of my house and the view, I also just wanted to show you guys the post office because I just love it. I love this. This is one of the first things I did, and it's still one of my favorite areas on the island. And yeah, this is where you go to send letters, get letters. And I just think the mailboxes look super cute too. The red and the blue matching our houses, I just think look really cool. And then the very best part of the island is this view. Yeah, so this is my very favorite spot on the island. I wanted to give my house the best view, because why not? Why not? You know, it's my island. Well, not really. It's our island. But let's be real, I'm the one putting the work in. The villagers aren't doing much other than looking cute. And it was just a lot of panels and a lot of servers, but I definitely think it came out exactly the way I wanted it, and I really love it, and I'm gonna miss it. I really am gonna miss this island. And now I'll show you guys my house. As I mentioned, the lights are turned off in every room, but I kind of like that vibe. So this is my house. This is the main room. We of course have that lovely Sahara specialty wallpaper that has the city view, skyline. And yeah, I just wanted to do a very clean, sleek, white type of thing. This is my attempt to make a bar. Now in the update, I won't need to use desks as a bar. And then this is our very luxurious, very luxe, having so many guests over couch. And then, of course, this is my little crafting area. Just needed to be here to exist. And yeah, this is the main room. So then let's go over to the left, and can you guess what room this is? I bet you can, because it's where most people put it. This is the bathroom. Again, lights are off, but I kind of think that's the vibe here. I wanted a place to store most of my Zodiac items. If you saw one of my older videos on my last island, I kind of had a Galaxy Zodiac museum build, and I worked really hard to well, I didn't really work hard. I got them off of Nukazon. But I grinded and waited so long to trade with people for all the Zodiac items, and I didn't want to not have them on this island. So I kind of wanted the bathroom to feel like a spa, so there's the bathrobe hanging up there, and we're too cool for a tub, so we have an actual pool as the tub. And yeah, I don't think there's anything on this wall. Oh, just kidding. There's more towels. Love that. And it might not be snowing outside, but it's snowing in here, and it just makes it feel like warm and cozy, which we love. We love cozy here. Cozy is the new branding for the channel, in case you did not see the new banner. But I'll talk about that later. All right, going to the right, we of course, I bet you can also guess what room this is going to be. We have our kitchen. It's very quaint and a little cluttered, like most New York City kitchens. I wanted to keep the blue kind of vibe that goes on through the whole island in here. And yeah, there's not a whole lot I have to say about this kitchen. I think it's okay. It's not my favorite place in the house or on the island, but you know, it's all right. We're not trying to bag on ourselves here. We did a good job. We did a good job. If you ever start to bag on yourself on your island, I think it's so easy to see other people's content and be like, wow, my island stinks. It doesn't. Your island is unique, just like you, and you're doing a great job. So don't forget that. This area I happen to love. This is my library, and also this is like the sleepover room. This is like where you're telling gossip at like 3 a.m. with your friends, with your villagers. Like the villagers are telling me who they have a crush on, even though like I already know. And we're just vibing here. I love it. Just very pink. Nothing else on my island is super pink and kind of a... This is kind of like fairy core, princessy-ish. And the rest of the island is not. But I love it. You can have like different aesthetics on your island, and it's okay. Even when you're sticking to one theme. I think I did a pretty good job at sticking to the city theme, but there's like little hints of other themes going throughout too, and I think that's okay. And then here is my bedroom. Nice and cluttered, just like how I like it. Again, we have the yellow and blue, the colors of this island going throughout. Very cozy. We got another nice art space over here. I recently finally got my gold Happy Home, right? Happy Home Academy, HHA. That's what it stands for. I know the game very well, obviously. Have been playing it since last year, since May when it almost came out. Yeah, so I just got that recently and I put that there and it kind of completed the whole room. I saw someone else put the festival decoration behind their bed and I thought it was genius. I don't remember who did it, but whoever did it, thank you for letting me copy you. And yeah. And now to take you guys to my very favorite room in my house. It is also the only place that never changes, only gets updated. So some of you may have seen it before if you've seen my last island tour or my city progress video, but this is my villager room. So I have the poster in order of every single villager who's ever lived on the island. Because like I said, I get really attached and I really just want to celebrate my villagers. So you could see it starts over here with Antonio and Sherry, who are my two starters, and then goes all the way over to this wall where we have Midge is our most recent move-in. And when I first started the game, I didn't really know much about the villager photos, so I don't have everybody's photo, but now every time I have a villager move in, I do not let them leave until I get their photo. So I have all the photos in order too, starting with Walker, who was the very first photo I got. He's still on the island. He's been here since May of 2020. So it's about time we let him move on, but he's just so close to my heart, it's too difficult. That's the same thing with a lot of the villagers. So we have almost everyone's photo who's lived here. We're missing a few, but that's okay. But now we always get them. So for my new villagers, I'm still waiting to get Shep, Robot, Lucky, Agnes, and Midge, but they all just moved in within the past couple weeks, so we're doing the best we can trying to grind for the pictures because, as I mentioned, some of them do not really fit the theme that I'm going for in the next island, so I kind of want to get their pictures so I can send them on their way and get some new guys in here and hopefully one day fill up the entire room with villager posters, because wouldn't that be pretty cool? I think so. And then yeah, I just have a couple NPC ones over here too. So yeah. Oh, before I forget, I didn't really show you. This is the subway sign that I made. It's right behind the street lamp. Cool. It's kind of supposed to be like a subway service status sign. They have electronic ones here in the city that kind of just update with like, oh, the 2 train is coming, blah blah blah. This is my very detailed design. One of the only ones I actually made myself. And yeah, with that, we can sit in our nice cozy spot. Guys, that is my completed CityCore island. I cannot believe I finished it. This is, as I mentioned before, my first time kind of picking a theme and sticking to it. And I really think my creativity kind of came alive with this theme. I'm not saying that I have the best island in the world, because I definitely do not. But this is my favorite build, my very favorite island that I have gotten to create so far. So it makes me really excited to kind of start a new chapter again and do a new theme and, you know, maybe even make an even better island. The most important thing is I had so much fun doing this, and it just made me fall in love with the game all over again. Just kind of having something to look forward to, having certain items I knew I was looking for and certain villagers I knew I was looking for. Kind of just created goals for myself when sometimes in the game it feels like, what is the goal after a while? But, you know, luckily we will have some new goals coming soon. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please thumbs it up. Consider subscribing to this channel. As I mentioned, I'm going to be posting more regularly here. I am going to be starting Twitch streaming every week, several times a week. I'm planning to do 3 times a week right now. And I just want to do some cozy streams except for we are flattening the island this week, and I'm thinking that's going to be a little chaotic, so maybe the coziness will start after we flatten the island. As I mentioned in the start of this video, I've been going through a kind of crazy time in my life, and I've often kind of felt like I need to pretend like everything is fine and chill, and sometimes it's not, and sometimes not every day is a good day, but playing Animal Crossing always makes me feel a little bit better, and talking to other people who love this game just as much as I do and hearing about, you know, their lives and what they're going through and what they're overcoming just sounds like it would be a lot of fun. So if you're into that, I would love if you guys joined my streams. I'll be posting all the information on that in the description below, and I'll also be uploading them to YouTube as well, so in case you miss a stream, don't worry about it. You can watch whatever I did here too on this channel. And in case you're curious, and I will be going over it in a whole separate video, my next theme, it's kind of like a multi-theme, which is just like, I'm a hypocrite because I've said, yeah, I love that I stuck to one theme, and it really was great. Well, I'm kind of doing like two-ish themes, but the next island is going to be a European, I don't want to call it a city, because it's going to be like a European quaint little town, but a quaint little town that also has farming, because obviously we got some farm items coming. But with that being said, it's not going to be like a total farm core island. It's not going to be like, you know, I don't want to just have like cows and chickens and like all of that. I kind of want it to be more of that European, very warm tone, cobblestoney kind of vibe, but not a bustling city like this one, a lot more natural. Cottage core meets like town core, European core. I promise it'll all work. I promise it'll work. And I'm going to be going over what villagers I want too, and it's going to just be a really fun time. So if you're interested in that, or you're interested in me, stick around, because we're going to have a good time. I think that is all I have. So thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it, and I'm really excited to make more videos coming up, and the streams, I can't wait to. Also, you'll be able to like see my face, and I haven't made a face video in a while, so that'll be extra fun too, I think. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!